Hi friends, my name is Narasimha and I'm doing my BTech first year in IRE College. And today, as a part of my concept videos in the subject of applied physics, I want to explain about a new topic. And the topic name is the Bloch's theorem, which you all are aware of it. And while we listen to Bloch's theorem or while we discuss about this equation, it is somewhat difficult to understand and remember. By seeing this video, I hope it will be useful and you will get understand. First of all, what is Bloch's theorem? Crystalline solids consists of a lattice which is composed of large number of ionic cores at regular intervals and conduction electrons move throughout the lattice. This paragraph is saying that in a solid, there are many types of lattice because of different, it is composed of large number of ionic cores, means the transformation between lattice, then only the conduction of the electricity takes place. And the ionic cores, there are many composed by it, and such type of lattice and the conduction electrons move throughout the lattice, which is known in the first paragraph. Next, let us consider the picture of the lattice in only one dimension, which means that only an array of ionic cores along x-axis. I will show a graph. A picture means a graph in which the line is across x-axis and the line is about the ionic cores in the lattice of the crystalline solid. If we plot the potential energy of a conduction electron as a position in the lattice, the variation of potential energy is as shown in figure. Now we can see the figure that the potential is minimum at the positive ion sides and maximum between the two ions. Now, if we observe, the graph is along x-axis and the ionic cores can be observed and the distance between two ionic cores is denoted by A, small a. Have a look about this graph and it will be useful for further lecture. This is a one-dimensional periodic potential in crystal. Next, the one-dimension Schrodinger equation corresponding to this can be written as d square y divided by dx square plus 8 pi square m divided by h square into e minus v of x into xi is equals to 0. This is an one way of Schrödinger's equation, and this is the base equation by which we will derive the Bloch's theorem. Let us consider this equation as equation 1. The periodic potential v of x may be defined by the means of lattice constant A. As I shown before, the diagram, the distance between two ionic cores is equal to small a, and same concept we are using here, and we want to know the periodic potential v of x, and which is defined as small v of x is equal to v of x plus a. And let us consider this equation as equation 2. Next, Bloch considers the solution as xi k of x is equal to exponent of ik of x into uk of x. As I said before, the periodic potential v of x is equal to v of x plus a, treated as equation 2. That equation 2 is known as Bloch function. And now I have treated an equation xi k of x is equal to exponent of ik of x into uk of x. Let us treat that equation as 3. Now, in that equation 3, uk of x is periodic with periodicity of the crystal lattice. I hope it is understood. Next, the free electron wave is modulated by periodic function uk of x is periodic with the periodicity of the crystal lattice. The free electron wave is modulated by periodic function uk of x for a linear chain of atoms of length capital L in one-dimensional case with capital N is equals to even number of atoms in the chain. uk is equals to uk of x plus Na. And the equation now, which I have said before, uk is equals to uk of x plus Na, treated as equation 4. From both the equations which I have said before, equation 3 and equation 4, by the combination of both the equations, we get psi k of x plus Na is equals to psi k of x plus Na into e power ik of x plus capital N. where here L denotes the length of the atoms and N denotes the number of atoms in the chain, and maximum it is even. Now, from the equations, combination of equation 3 and 4, further classification is equals to e power ik of Na, uk of x, e power ikx, and it is furtherly defined as psi k of x and e power ikNa. This is referred to the Bloch's condition, and we have saw the Bloch's function and the Bloch condition. Now we are deriving the exact Bloch's theorem. Psi k of x plus Na into psi k of into x plus Na is equals to star x plus Na is equals to psi k of x into e power ikNa into psi k star x into e power minus ikNa. As we all know in exponents, a power m into a power n is equals to a power m plus n. Means the base are equal, the power should be added. Now, in the same way, here e power ik of Na and e power minus ik of Na, both if we add, we will get power as 0. That means psi k of x into psi k of star x into e power 0. The total equation is psi k of x plus Na into psi k star into x plus Na is equals to psi k of x into psi k of star x. This means that the electron is not located around any particular atom, and the probability of finding the electron is same throughout the crystal. The last three lines says about the expression, which means that the electron potential or the probability of finding the electron is same throughout the crystals, throughout the lattice, throughout the ion cores which are present in the lattice of the crystalline solid. The application of Bloch's theorem. Till now we have observed the derivation of the Bloch's theorem. Now we'll see the applications of Bloch's theorem. The most common example of Bloch's theorem is describing electrons in a crystal, especially in categorizing the crystal's electronic properties such as electronic band structure. However, a Bloch wave description applies more generally to any wave-like phenomenon in periodic medium. Once again, shall we recall all the topics? Now, here's the graph. This is Schrodinger equation and the periodic potential equation, and Blochs are the solution. And next, the modulated equation, for a linear chain equation, and a combination of that. And this is a Bloch's condition, and this is the equation, and these are the applications. And thank you, friends. I hope my information shared by you is useful for your other studies. Thanks for watching.